We've been working hard on our addition and subtraction of fractions. This week, we're going to take that to the next level as we start to add mixed numbers. We're going to look at a few examples in this video. So we can add and subtract mixed numbers just like regular fractions as long as they have the same denominator. If your mixed numbers have common denominators, you can add. Here we have 2 2/5 plus 1 3/5. When you are adding mixed numbers, once the denominators are the same, you will add the fraction parts and add the whole numbers separately. You'll combine them at the end for your final answer. Take a look at this visual here. If we start by adding the fractions, we see we have 2/5 and 3/5. When we add those together, 2/5 plus 3/5 equals 5/5. Now 5/5 is the same as 1 whole. If we were to take these two pieces here, we can see they would fit perfectly into the empty 2 spaces in our bottom shape. We add our whole numbers, 1, 2, 3 whole numbers, plus one more whole that we made from 5/5. So altogether, 2 2/5 plus 1 3/5 gives us 4. 4 wholes here. So what happens if we don't have common denominators? So anytime we see mixed numbers with unlike denominators, just like we did with our regular fractions, we have to start by finding common denominators. We do that by finding the least common multiple. So we look at our denominators here, 6 and 3. We do some skip counting, 3, 6, 9, 6, 12, 18. Both of those lists had 6 in them, so 6 is going to be our common denominator. 2 3/6 already has a denominator of 6, so I don't have to worry about that. But 3 2/3 does need a new denominator. So I'm just going to worry about the fraction part for a moment here. I'm going to write down 2/3, and I want to make that a denominator of 6. To make an equivalent fraction, I'm going to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. And I'm going to choose the number that I can multiply times 3 to get a denominator of 6. So 3 times 2 equals 6. So I'm going to multiply the numerator times 2 as well. 2 times 2 equals 4. So I know that my mixed number will be 3 4 6. Now, when I'm adding mixed numbers, I like to rewrite the problem so that it is stacked vertically. That helps me keep everything organized. So I'm going to rewrite here 3 4 6 plus 2 3 6. My denominators are the same, so I know that 6 will be my denominator. I add my numerators, 4 plus 3 equals 7. Then I add my whole numbers, 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 7 6. Oh, but 7 6 is an improper fraction. So I'm going to fix that, make it a proper fraction before I write my final answer. I know that to change an improper fraction, I take the numerator and I divide it by the denominator. 6 goes into 7 one time. 1 times 6 equals 6. I subtract. 1 is left over. So that 1 is going to be the numerator of my fraction. 6 will be the denominator. So I had my whole number. Let me change my color here. I had my whole number 5. And now I fixed 7 6 so that it was the mixed number 1 1 6. My last step is to put those both together. I'm going to add my whole number 1 to the 5 that I already had, giving me 6 as my whole number and 1/6 as the fraction part of my mixed number. So working with mixed numbers is very similar to working with regular fractions. You just have this second column that you need to look at when we add those whole numbers together. We'll practice more about that this week, 5th grade.